Check, check, 1 2. 1 2. Check, check. Check, check, 1 2. 1 2. Check, check. 1 2. Check, check, 1 2.
To Aurora University in the Spartan Athletic Park. Tonight's contest features a Northern Athletic Collegiate Conference men's soccer matchup between the visiting Eagles of Edgewood College and the Spartans of Aurora University. Tonight's contest is a green out in recognition of Student Athlete Mental Health Week. The Spartans and Eagles are wearing green wristbands tonight to show their support to strengthen the awareness around mental health. Nearly 25% of collegiate athletes have reported clinically relevant levels of depressive symptoms, while 6.3% of collegiate student athletes met the criteria of clinically significant depression. According to the NCAA, the number of student athletes reporting mental health concerns is 1.5 times higher than before COVID-19, while less than half of student athletes feel comfortable personally seeking support from a mental health provider on campus. Together we can change that. We challenge you to break the stigma and have an open conversation with someone. Be conscious of your language, encourage equality between mental and physical illness, choose empowerment instead of shame, promote acceptance. You are not alone. If you are in crisis, please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline by dialing 988. Now, before we meet tonight's starting lineups, we ask that everyone please rise as able. Kindly remove your hats and face the flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. First, let's meet the referees for today's match. Eulogio Villalpando, Bradley Santiago, Manu Chamirzadi, and Sam Paisley. Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Eagles. In goal, number 1, Maverick Van Lanen. Number 2, Connor Bruce. Number 7, Miguel Conde Guo. Number 17, Noah Hook. Number 18, Austin Hauser. Number 19, Ezekiel Brown. Number 21, Ian Plecha. Number 22, Spencer Hubbard. Number 31, Kevin Joyce. Number 42, Alden Lumani. Number 49, Leo Kraus. The Eagles are led by head coach Tim Bruner. And now the starters for your Spartans. In goal, number 0, Jalen Deppenbrock. Number 2, Max Crawford. Number 3, Anthony Marmolejo. Number 4, Julian Orozco. Number 6, Jose Castro. Number 7, Omar Saldana. Number 8, Gio Villegas. Number 10, Enrique Gonzalez. Number 14, Jaziel Enriquez. Number 17, Alex Sandoval. Number 21, David Peters. And at this time, we would like to introduce teammate and member of our Spartan family from Team Impact, Thomas McDaniel. Your Spartans are led by head coach Ryan Lakin and assistant coaches Sal Garcia, Greg Yao, Bill Andrews, Ricky Del Toro, and John Gosling.
Good evening and welcome into Spartan Athletic Park for this NAC Conference tilt here on the pitch. It's going to be the Eagles of Edgewood College. They come in 7-4-1 overall, 3-2-0 in the NAC against your Aurora University Spartans, who are 7-3-2 overall, 5-0-1 in the NAC. They remain perfect. Upcoming schedule for the Spartans, they'll be at Lake Forest on the 9th, at IIT down in Chicago on the 11th, back here against one of the top teams in the NAC, MSOE, on the 14th. Green out week, green out night here for the Aurora University Spartans. Mental health awareness. Edgewood in their red jerseys, black shorts, white numbers. Spartans in their all blues with white numbers. Spartans will be going right to left to start this match. And a very high-powered offense at that for Aurora. We'll get to that here shortly. We'll take a look at the starters. Miguel Conde Guo, the forward, number 7 for the Eagles. Number 17, Noah Hook, and Kevin Joyce, midfielders. Two forwards and a midfielder. Then the midfielder, Alaya Temeklo, Alden Lumani. This will be a Spartan throw-in right away. Connor Bruce on defense, Austin Hauser, Ezekiel Brown, Jack Duma, and Leo Kraus. Spartans look to counter already. They're going to say it was offsides by Anthony Marmolejo. Not by much, but you see already the pressure given up by the Spartans. And in the goal, Maverick Van Lanen. And for your Spartans, the forwards, Enrique Gonzalez, Anthony Marmolejo, midfielders, Enriquez, Saldana, Villegas, and Sandoval. Defense, Crawford, Orozco, Castro, and Peters. And the keeper, Jalen Deppenbrock. Spartans come in tonight leading the NAC in goals per game at 3.7. Here's the Eagles trying to counter that initial pressure by the Spartans. And a no-go when we talk about the powerful offense by head coach Ryan Lakin in his 9th year, 86, 57, and 20, a .589 winning percentage. 23rd overall season as a head coach, 207 wins, 161 losses, 39 ties, .557 winning percentage by head coach Ryan Lakin. Enrique Gonzalez, we'll get to that quickly. There's Enriquez. Now the near side, this is Crawford, settles it down. Enriquez gets it back for Saldana. Here's Marmolejo. Speedy, nice reverse kick to Enriquez. Now Crawford down in the corner down to my left. He'll center that one, and that one will go out. And Maverick Van Lanen will get the free kick. Enrique Gonzalez, the senior out of Woodridge, first in the conference in goals. Not too shabby. First in conference in points again. Pretty darn good. 11th in the nation for goals per game with 1.18. Top 10 in points per game in the nation. So that guy is pretty solid. And that's why we talk about the high-powered offense. And he's got a couple friends on this team that do pretty darn well. Anthony Marmolejo, first in conference in assists. He's 6th in the nation in assists with 90 already. So this is a high-powered offense, and just like that, you see there's a shot. Van Lanen has to come out and grab that. Again, that was Marmolejo, and you'll see him fly all over the place, just like right there, trying to keep that one and bounce that off of a Eagles player. Enriquez, he's 4th in the conference in goals, so we've got 1st in goals, 1st in assists, 4th in goals. That's just the 2 forwards and the midfielder. Not too shabby here for the Spartans, as I mentioned. Undefeated in the NAC, 5-0-1. Tim Bruner in his first year at the helm of Edgewood College. He was part of the National Junior Collegiate ranks with Madison College. Then assistant at Edgewood with the women's soccer team from 2018 to 2020. Graduate 2016 through 2019, and he played soccer and tennis, 4th all-time in Edgewood in points. So this guy definitely knows how to play soccer. You just got to be able to relay that to the players, and it looks like he's got firm hold of his team this season, 7-4-1 overall, 3-2-1 in the NAC. This one goes all the way through. Enrique Gonzalez, last game out. Couple goals, couple assists. Absolute scoring machine. Edgewood, this one will go out. Will be a throw-in for the Spartans along the far touch. 5 minutes gone here in the first, no score. Spartans coming off a conference championship last year. Looking to go in the same direction, and another win by the Spartans. Max Crawford, Julian Orozco back on defense. Started the last 3 games here for the Spartans. Jalen Deppenbrock in his 4th year starter. 242 career saves and 30 career wins. Here's Crawford on the near wing. He'll track it down in the corner. Now Crawford moves it over, back up. He'll try to go for the far post. There's a header. Whole bunch of Eagles in one place. Spartans continue to keep this one alive back in the top of the box. Settled down nicely by Sandoval. Here's Saldana trying to find Marmolejo, and this one will find its way back toward Deppenbrock and Julian Orozco. Here's Peters. He'll move it over to the far wing. 38:30 left to go, no score. This has a feel for a very, very tight contest here tonight. Kind of a muggy night. It's only about 70, 72 degrees, but it's a little muggy out there, some off and on rain. They're saying this weekend fall temperatures will finally come into play. Here's Crawford. Crawford along the seam. This is Enriquez. Oh, nice quick feet there by Saldana. Saldana moves it toward the middle. Here's Enriquez on the numbers. Enriquez knocked down. And we'll see the first foul of the contest. Jaziel Enriquez, fourth in conference in goals, fourth in conference in points. Sophomore out of Aurora, Illinois, West Aurora High School. Let's see who's going to take it. It's either going to be Villegas, Crawford, or Saldana. Let's see what kind of trick play. It may just be a straight kick here by Villegas. We've seen the Spartans able to score from this point. Maverick Van Lanen. Here's the shot, curls in, right in the gut. Easy stop for Van Lanen, and he'll give this one a boot. This one kept alive nicely by Orozco, and Spartans continue to keep the pressure. Now the Eagles like to move this one out. Turnover there by Hook. Now the Spartans trying to move it in, and they'll just kick this one out. Will be the Eagles. Won't see very many stretch passes tonight. You're going to see a couple breakouts. Nice pick off there by the Spartans. There's a fight for it at the ash marks, and this one's going to go against AU and number 6, Jose Castro. We just talked about the stretch passes. Edgewood trying their first one right there, but again, that's stingy D. We talked about the middle third for Aurora. Very hard to break through. Enriquez loses. Now the Eagles look to pressure. Here's Lumani. Now back over to the far wing are the Eagles right at the midfield stripe. Oh, that was a dangerous one. Marmolejo was lurking about 7 yards away from that pass. Now the Spartans on the far wing and move it just inside the box on the far right side and loses it. Eagles got to be careful right there. Spartans will pounce on any mistake you make. There's Castro again. Castro. That's Lumani. Lumani knocks down Enriquez, and then now Marmolejo gets knocked down by Lumani, and this one will be called. Speaking of yellow cards, we heard that coming from the crowd. The Eagles, I'm sure this is not a stat that they want everyone to know, but I'm going to tell you, they're third in the nation with 31 yellow cards. So it's a pesky team, one that definitely likes to push the envelope. Very physical team. You've seen that already. Sometimes when you get the reputation being pesky like that, the whistles come a little easier. We'll see tonight that Spartans are definitely a team that can bring the physicality also. They take advantage of your mistakes. Here's Crawford. Crawford, oh, nice move. Splits a couple defenders. Now Crawford in the middle. Too many Eagles, not enough Spartans. Here's Enriquez. Marmolejo can't get to it, but they're going to say he's trying to get it off the foot of number 21. Here's Saldana. The Eagles. Miguel Caniguo. That's a late call right there on Enriquez. .32:45 left to go here in the first. No score. Alden Lamani, graduate out of Madison, Wisconsin, will take the free kick. Deppenbrock standing right in the middle. Here's a curl shot. That one's going to miss. But then again, the redirection. And just like that, it's 1-0. Are they going to say he's offsides? Nope. They're going to give him the goal. No, they're not. They're going to say he's offsides. My, oh my, just like that. There's Marmolejo. Spartans again start to pressure. But that one couldn't have been offsides by much at all. It was a good play. Curled in shortly on purpose. There's Orozco. Orozco, the freshman out of Hoffman Estates, like I mentioned, he started the last 3 contests. This will be a throw-in for Aurora just shy of the far corner to my left. 31-25 and counting, no score. Omar Saldana, the 5'7" freshman out of Elgin, will give this a throw. See if Aurora can turn the tables. Nicely done. That one headed out nicely by Duma. Good move there by Saldana. Trying to keep it alive on the far side. Spartans will bring it back toward midfield. And they will settle it down and get the play. Here's Orozco to Crawford. Crawford out of Mattawan, Michigan. I almost said Wisconsin. Just down by Paw Paw area. Oh, they were trying a stretch there, looking for Villegas. Here's Castro again. But that was a good juke move right around Noah Hook. Hook's second team all-conference senior year. Here's Caniguo. And a long stretch right up the middle. Deppenbrock will take care of this one. Under 30 minutes left here in the first half, no score. Here's Saldana, freshman out of Elgin. Saldana gets it back. Here's Gonzalez wearing the captain's stripe. Enriquez. Now back to Saldana. Enriquez again moves it to Saldana here on the near wing. Back to Enriquez, trying to create a little space. Marmolejo being held. No call on the pass interference. Anthony Marmolejo getting the stern talking to. This will be the first corner for the Spartans and move it down to the far post area. Marmolejo can't get to it. Marmolejo and Orozco. A little game of catch along the far wing. Here's Condi Guo along the far wing for Edgewood. Here's Lumani. But another errant pass that the Spartans look to make a push. Now Marmolejo over on the far wing. Here's Enriquez, moves it over to Saldana. Now Gonzalez in the corner down to my left. Saldana tries to center that one. Saldana is one of those players that play defense, definitely plays midfield, can switch offense to defense in a blink of an eye. Here's Saldana. Now Gonzalez. Enriquez, give and go. This one is no good. Not sure if you've ever watched Australian rules football before, but when you kick it through the uprights, there's this guy in this trench coat that kind of gives the signal. And it's one of those very unique moments in sports if you ever have a chance to watch it. Pretty neat. You got to be a pretty good kicker to get it through the uprights there. Now Van Lanen drills that one, but again, midfield suffocation defense there by the Spartans again. Not much you can do when there's a lot of blue sitting right there. Oh, Gonzalez was sitting probably about 15 yards straight out. Here's Enriquez, a shot, and that one's up and over. Ryan Lakin, you got Bill Andrews, his 11th year on staff. Goalkeeping coach John Gosling, 2nd year on the staff. Coached at Wheaton College, interim head coach. Coach Glenbard West High School, former AAHM at Judson. There's a big boot out toward midfield, but again, the Spartans sitting pretty right there. Saldana waiting for here's Enriquez. That was Lumani, right up the middle. Quick feet wearing the captain's bar. Here's Gonzalez. And this will be a corner for the Spartans, second one tonight. Good play by the Spartans, good give and go right there. Right along the numbers. That would be the third one by the Spartans here tonight. Saldana tries to drill that one. Oh, not sure what was going on right there, but the Spartans slipping a little bit there on offense. Vegas thought somebody was going to be right there, and Deppen Brock will get this one back and be able to grab that one. But, again, we talked about he does not like to waste much time whatsoever in the goal. Spartans at Lake Forest at IIT. They'll be back here at Spartan Athletic Park against MSOE on the 14th. It's one of those months that they say there's going to be like some kind of super moon, and Friday the 13th, it's Halloween. It's going to be a good month. Here's Enriquez. This one might spin, and now this one will go out. Don't forget to head over to athletics.aurora.edu to check out everything going on in the land and the world of Spartans athletics. Football at CUC this weekend. This one headed around and out. I believe they're going to give another corner. That was another mistake that time by goalkeeper Maverick Van Lanen. Went to grab that one. He touched it, then stepped out of play. Spartans a heavy favorite at CUC this weekend. Last weekend at homecoming, it was a clean sweep. Football, men's and women's soccer. This would be another corner. Spartans just living in the corner right now. Many opportunities they're getting. Let's see what they can do right here. There's Enriquez. Oh, Van Lanen with a big save. Let's see, baseball's going on too. They got a doubleheader on the 13th. I believe they're playing Elgin. And then they're going to wrap it up, stay in good shape, and be back at it on either out in Arizona, Florida, wherever they're going. It's going to be nice, and I'm jealous. That's all I can say. But getting ready for another conference run, always a tough schedule. There's the Spartans again. One of those teams, and this is a university doesn't shy away from the heavy hitters, rather take them on and see where they're at. Kind of like a litmus test right there, just like Tom Izzo does with Michigan State in basketball. There was a interference by the man in yellow. Izzo, he'll go into conference play being sub 500, but he'll be ready to go because he plays the best of the best, and that's really how you learn and how you handle adversity. Here's the Spartans again moving that one in, Enriquez. A lot of red and a lot of blue in one area. Still no score, 21-34 left to go. Spartans with 7 shots, 3 shots on goal, 4 corners, they're saying. But I thought that there was like 4 corners in a row last time up. Either way, all the stats leaning heavily with the Spartans, but still no score. It's going to be one of those where it's going to be a defining moment. It's going to have to happen for one of these two teams. Back out to Saldana. One of my favorite seasons coming up. I got opening night the 27th is hockey, the opener, over at the Fox Valley Ice Arena. Should be a good season for both teams. A lot of action. I know the women's team is, you think they could get any better. Darcy Madsen, her sister, they say, is actually better than who she is. And she's coming in as a freshman, so that should be fun to see, the sibling rivalry. The reigning player of the year in the nation will be back. That's awesome. But Van Lanen got quite the leg. Here's Crawford. That one didn't miss Gonzalez by much. Enriquez. Lumani. One of those UFC kicks right around the throat area. You can't have that. And we have an eagle down on the far side of the field. That looks like that's Condi Guo. And that is not good news for Edgewood. He's a transfer from UW Green Bay, All-American his senior year in high school. This guy can play, and it looks like he's going to need some assistance. Whatever happened, it happened away from the ball. Clock stopped in 1942 here in the first half. Actually, that's Kevin Joyce. The freshman from Monrovia, Liberia. So they're going to take a look at him over in the bench area. Spartans drawing up a play. A lot of points standing within about 15 yards of each other out there in blue. Ready to get back underway. Kevin Joyce, the stoppage here. 1942, we're back at it. There's a chip shot right in the middle. Ball still loose. Enriquez trying to get to it. And there's Marmolejo. Good idea. Nice right-footed kick by the senior from Plainfield. Believe it or not, he was not a consistent starter back in 2022. Whatever happened between 22 and 23, we're glad to see there for Anthony Marmolejo. He's really turned it around. Always a good player, and this will be a Spartan ball. A couple weeks ago, he was the NAC Player of the Week. Condi Guo, every time the Spartans throw a ball in, he is ready to go. He's the junior out of Marseille, France. A lot of international flavor in soccer, called football overseas. Here's Crawford. I know all over the radio they were trying to give away tickets to the Lionel Messi show. It was going to be against the Fire. I'm not even sure if he's playing. I think he still might be injured. Here's Crawford. Crawford kicks that one right out toward the middle. Back up to the top of the box. There's another shot by Marmolejo. This one goes wide left. Another corner here for the Spartans. Now low line drive. Say, not right now. So what they will do is they will throw this one in just shy of the corner. Crawford. Enriquez trying to get to it. This will be another Spartan throw in by Crawford. Now the Spartans will regroup. Jose Castro. That one didn't hit anything all the way back to Van Lenen. Under 17 minutes left to go. Boy, Edgewood playing with fire right there. You don't want to do that. Now they're going to call Enriquez on the ticky-tack foul. Now Edgewood looking to stretch it out to Condi Guo. They'll move this back toward the middle. That's been pretty much the only pressure that Edgewood's had so far. Here comes Crawford. Crawford again finds Gonzalez. No, Crawford This one kicked out nicely by Leo Kraus from Oregon, Wisconsin. Don't see that very often. Two states mentioned, Oregon, Wisconsin, or is it Oregon, depending what part of the state you're from. Ezekiel Brown, sophomore out of Zion. He's one of them scholar athletes, returning starter. Definitely one of the more important players in the back line for Edgewood, for sure. Here comes Gonzalez. Gonzalez goes around. He might have a shot. There it is. Van Lanen with the stop, and you see right there what makes Enrique Gonzalez so special. The senior out of Woodridge went to Downers Grove South, home of the Mustangs. He was a 2022 first-team All-NAC player. Something you haven't seen very often is no scoring here at Spartan Athletic Park, at least in the first. 14:50 and counting. Now Crawford receives the pass from Orozco, back to Orozco. 14:35 and counting, no score. Orozco, nice chip shot. Lies it up well on the far wing. Gonzalez again, he is all over the ball. But so is Lumani. Edgewood hanging tough here with the Spartans. Spartans are getting their chances. They've had 10 shots, 5 shots on goals, but no shots at all for the visitors from Edgewood. Enriquez. There's a forearm shiver from Alden Lumani. We talked about the chippiness that you might see here tonight between these two very competitive universities / colleges. Villegas, the 5'9" seniors I mentioned, out of East Aurora High School. Let's see if he tries to curl one in. He does. But that headed out of there nicely. Spartans, and they score just like that. A miscue, Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique Gonzalez continues to lead the conference in goals.
Goal scored by number 10, Enrique Gonzalez. Assisted by number 14, Jaciel Enriquez.
Enriquez with the assist. He's 4th in conference in points. With that assist will help him out. Enrique Gonzalez continues to lead the way in the NAC. Scores the first one. And there was a little jawing right after that goal.
On the play, number 4, Julian Orozco.
Oh, they're going to give Orozco an assist also. A freshman from Hoffman Estates. Now the Eagles looking to pressure right away after that goal. That goal coming at 31-40. Now the Spartans, where they belong, in the lead. This is where they're most comfortable, and then you'll see what I talk a lot about is their suffocating defense. Not many mistakes made by the Spartan team. Here's Lumani. Lumani crosses it to Condi Guo. But just like that, he's hounded. They were out there. Now Deppenbrock brings it over to the near wing. Now Crawford will receive this. Spartans moving all the way over to the far wing. Here's Enriquez. Enriquez right along the far wing. Splits a couple defenders. He stops. Chips this one right over the top. Looking for Dolzal. Brandon Dolzal, the 5'11 junior out of San Luis Obispo, California, over by San Francisco. Here's Enriquez. Constant pressure by both teams here. Saldana finds Enriquez again. Under 11 minutes to go in the first half. It's 1-0 Spartans. Trying to find Villegas. Streaking down the far wing, but this will be a throw, or a kick, excuse me, from Maverick Van Lanen. First-year starter, sophomore out of Green Bay. Schwabenon High School. He's got 5 career wins. This one out to about midfield. Connie Glow will get to it. Here's Enriquez. He's got Dolzal. He finds Gonzalez here on the near wing. Gonzalez. Slows it up for Saldana. Back out to Crawford. Crawford trying to find Enriquez and can't get to it. Austin Hauser. Waukesha, Wisconsin, the defender. 3rd year as a starter here for Edgewood. Spartans trying to keep it going the right direction. Enriquez, nice self-pass. Gets it over to Dolzal on the far wing. Here's Enriquez, back out to Saldana. Saldana moves it back between the hash marks, looking for Enriquez. Ball still loose. And Lanen. Not sure what the complaining is. Saldana tries to get to it first. Another throw this time for Aurora. 8:05 left in the first. It's 1-0 Spartans. Saldana back over to Peters, and Peters will swing it right all the way over, right between the 2 benches. Here's Saldana. Now Crawford right along the yellow stripe. Crawford goes around one defender. Still with it. Moves in. There's a shot right on the post. They're not going to. Are they going to give the corner? They are to the Spartans. Alex Arriaga Ben Gamino checking in for the Spartans. Not sure they were ready for that corner. .635 and counting. Here's Saldana again. Foul on the Eagles. Crawford with it. There's a chip shot out to the far post. Dolzal keeps it alive. Sandoval with the attempt, but this one blocked. This will be a push on the Eagles, and the ball will go to Aurora. Here is Saldana looking for Dolzal, but he was pushed off the ball just inside the box. And there's another one. Long draw, trying to find. There's Crawford. Oh, just tipped at the last second by Maverick Van Lanen. Boy, Crawford with a great shot. Another corner. This one chipped right into the box again. A lot of blue, a lot of red. Joe Villegas, the senior. .415 and counting. Saldana. Saldana and Roscoe. Getting it back and forth right down in front of me. This one brought back over to the far wing, right in front of the Edgewood bench. Oliet Timeclo scored his first career goal and a game winner against CUC last season. Team's first win since 2019, believe it or not. .315 left on the clock here in the first half. There's Dolzal. Boy, Gamino had it and lost it. Crawford gets it back. Here's Saldana again. Now Crawford. Dolzal settles it down. He's held. No call. Now the Spartans look to counter. Spartans leading 1-0. That time the shot by Sandoval. Sandoval back with it. Chips it over to Crawford. Now Saldana. He'll look for a chip shot on the far end of the box. Spartans with the time of possession heavily on their side. $1:25 and counting. 1-0 Aurora. Here's Saldana. Saldana amongst a bunch of Eagles players. That foul that time on Sandoval, he knew it.
1 minute remaining in the first half.
Now the Eagles trying to find a little bit of shining light here at the end of the first, down 1-0. Here come the Spartans again. Boy, there are Spartans flying all over the place. And the clock continues to run at 35 seconds. .18 Saldana curls that one in. And Layden off the header. That
10,
time looked like by
9,
Dolzal.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
So your score
3,
at the end of one
2,
is 1-0 Spartans. 12 shots for Aurora, 7 shots on goal. And they're only saying 5 corners, but that's got to at least be doubled. As many as we've seen here in the first half. So they're saying 7 corners. 9-4 and fouls in favor of the Eagles.
At the end of the first half, Spartans lead 1, Eagles 0.
31-40 was the goal, scored by Enrique Gonzalez, high right, assisted by Vieira and Enriquez. And that came at 31-40. So keep it right here. We are at halftime. It's 1-0 Spartans. Second half coming up in about 14 minutes and 20 seconds here in athletics.aurora.edu. We'll be back. And welcome back from halftime here at Spartan Athletic Park. It is 1-0 Spartans. On a goal by Enrique Gonzalez, assisted by Jaziel Enriquez and Julian Orozco. Spartans flip the field. Now they'll be going left to right, and they'll get the opening kick to start the second half. Spartans looking to push their record to 8-3-2 overall, and more importantly, stay atop of the NAC at 6-0-1 if they can pull off this win here today. It's a big contest for both. Edgewood coming in 7-4-1 overall, 3-2 and 0 in the NAC. So a couple losses, that could swing anywhere from third to about sixth, and there's some contact, and this is going to go the way of the Eagles. As I mentioned before, the schedule doesn't get any easier. Non-conference tilt at Lake Forest on the 9th. Then the next day, they're on the road to IIT, downtown Chicago, right across the street from where the White Sox play. Here come the Eagles looking for their first sustained pressure. That's Noah Hook. And the Spartans let him play, give him just enough room, and he'll make that one mistake. Those all the closest one right there. That is pretty much the most sustained pressure that we've seen from the Eagles here tonight. Still no shots. Spartans up to 16. There's a chipper in. That one might go out, might be a corner. Looks like it's going to be. And a baseball playoff starting. Already, I believe, one team, maybe the Twins moved on, but I know that the Rangers swept the Rays. Rays making an announcement that they're actually going to get a new ballpark. It's going to be interesting, so the Trop won't be there anymore. It's going to be, I'll get to that right after this corner. And that ball's still loose. Still loose in the box. There's a shot going for the far post. Nice shot there by, I believe that was Saldana. So taking a look at the playoffs in baseball, it's going to be the Orioles and the Rangers, the Astros and the Twins. Now that's going to be a good series right there. And then you take a look over at the National League side. Arizona has a 1-0 lead against Milwaukee. Philadelphia loses to close out the Fish. And winner of that series will take on the hottest team in baseball, believe it or not. I still think the Orioles and the Braves will be in the series. I'd like to see that, see the O's back in there. Then the winner of the Diamondbacks-Brewers series, the Los Angeles Dodgers, the team that just never, ever goes away. They always find a way. Here's Camino. Moves over to the far side. Appreciate that. And some of the games today finalized. Hard to believe that the Rangers walk into Tampa Bay, who had one of the best records. They were calling it the Detroit Tigers start in baseball. One of the hottest starts in baseball, and they floundered it away, kind of just like the Chicago Cubs, who actually had that wild card in their hands and decided they didn't want to play the last 2 weeks. Unfortunate for us Cub fans. Here it's 1-0. Deppenbrock. That's going to be the first shot on goal. That one's going to be by Miguel Coniguo. It took about 50 minutes, but they got their first shot. Let's see if they can build on some type of momentum right there. Here's Crawford. They're going wing to wing. Here's Castro, the junior out of Oswego. Finds Sandoval. Sandoval right between the hash marks. Vieira out there, you got to be careful with him. Now the Spartans will reset. Back out to Orozco. There's a long draw. No harm, no foul on that one. They were trying to find number 31, Carlos Vieira, 5'9" freshman from Aurora. This one going the wrong way. Eagles trying to come down with it. That's Noah Hook here in the corner in some way, somehow. Vieira gets out with it. Roscoe back over to far side to Crawford. Yeah, hockey preseason starting. NFL in full swing. Bears season is yet to start, unfortunately. If it has, nobody's paying attention, I can tell you that. The unfortunate part of being a Bears fan. Here it's the Spartans. Fall sports in full swing. Winter sports right around the corner. This one goes wide by Kevin Joyce. My partner, Sean, broadcast partner, huge fan of the Baltimore Orioles and the Penn State Nittany Lions, so he's had a lot to cheer from, and the Orioles are back in it. Here's the Spartans again. They're going to move up the near wing. They're going to center that one right in the middle, and that ball is absolutely sent into the stratosphere. That ball is not coming down. Elon Musk, you better look out. Your satellites are in fear of being hit by that soccer ball. Holy moly. This will be a corner for Aurora. Wow. That one actually landed over by the baseball field, I think. That one had some distance to it, kind of like one of my tee shots in golf. Wide right and a lot of distance, and nowhere near the green. All right, here's Vieira. Chips that one right over the top of Lumani. Alden Lumani, graduate out of Madison, Wisconsin. Solid midfielder here for Edgewood. Vieira with it. That was Dolzal. Trying to catch Arriaga. Not too far away. We got Halloween. We got Thanksgiving coming up. I'm sure right around the 4th of July, people are already starting to put up their Christmas trees. I know that Walmart did. And the unfortunate part of forgetting about all the other holidays, including everyone here at Aurora University. And that bad call is going to go against Aurora. And this will be Eagles ball with 36:15 left to go. 1-0 Spartans. Dolzal. And that one's going to go against the Eagles and Connor Bruce, the freshman from Verona, Wisconsin. As I mentioned, the Spartans coming off a conference championship last year. Got bounced in the first round of the playoffs, looking to avenge that here this season. Veteran team that knows how to win. They've definitely kept the momentum from last season. Deppenbrock kicks that one out, and this will be a throw here for Kevin Joyce, the freshman from Monrovia, Liberia. Noah Hook is also from Verona, Wisconsin. Quite a few of them from the Verona area. That's 3, 4 of them on this team from the Verona area. Take 18 right out of Madison, heading toward Prairie du Chien. You'll run right into Verona. Nice little town over by Barneveld on the way to the Mississippi River. Van Lanen puts this one above the lights, now re-enters, and now the Spartans have to come back and get it. I don't know if they gave the Eagles a shot on goal on that one, even though, yeah, they did. That was the only one that they've had credited tonight, 18 for the Spartans so far. Edgewood, one of the, I wouldn't say one of the few, one of the many schools in the NAC. They're out of Madison, Wisconsin. Home of the Wisconsin Badgers up there, the Kohl Center. Good area if you like fishing. And if you like cheese, lots of cheese up there, I can tell you that. Vieira knocked down. Be a Spartan ball, and they're not going to hesitate to get things going. That's Castro. That one hopped right over the shoe of Arriaga, the junior from Chicago North Grand High School. Here's Lumani, trying to get any kind of pressure whatsoever on this Spartan defense. Has only given up one shot tonight. Crawford loses that one on the far wing. 32-15 and counting here in this contest. Oh, that looked like a headbutt, and there may actually be, now this is going to be one of them stern talkings too. Next time it's going to be a yellow card kind of conversation, because that one looked like he led with his head, and Edgewood player will have none of that. He just walks away. Aurora moving it along the wing. They'll push it back out. Gamino, the closest Spartan right there. Guo. Here's Lumani. Puts a long drive into it over to the far wing. Edgewood now inside the box on the far side. Now going to center that one. And the Spartans will send this one back out. Camino out ahead of the play. Vieira. For the Spartans. looking to keep this momentum going. Our next match on the pitch will be against Lake Forest, non-conference. Spartans along the end line. They're going to say this is going to be Edgewood ball. No, they're going to give it to the Spartans on a late call. So the subs will start to come in. Looks like Dolzell will have a rest for Aurora. The Spartans look to push it right up the seam, but Limani was sitting right there. Here comes Conde Guo, but a really nice tackle there by the Spartans. Here's Enriquez. Oh, completely knocked out. If that's not a yellow card, I don't know what is. That's almost what you call a slew foot in hockey right there. He had the legs kicked out right from underneath him. Did I mention Edgewood is third in the nation with now 32 yellow cards? They do play a very physical game. Well, that one right there was dangerous, and that was called for a yellow card. This one will be out from about the 35-yard line. Chips it right in and looking for a header. That one kept alive. And here's a shot, knocked down in the box. That should be a penalty kick, and it is. How about that one? You can't argue that one. That was almost like a Randy Orton RKO out of nowhere, and the player is down. We may see the Edgewood player. And actually, that was Van Lanen. Enriquez is going to get the penalty shot. Clock stopped at 28:32. Enriquez, fourth in conference in goals. And how about that one? I'm going to go left. No, I'm not. Enriquez. PA announcer jazzed up on the call. And it's the Spartans up 2-0 on a penalty kick by Giselle Enriquez, the sophomore out of Aurora West High School. Came in fourth in conference in goals, fourth in conference in points. Well, extends that streak. Edgewood not happy about that one, but you cannot drive the shoulder through. This is not football. And that's exactly what happened. Well, it is football. Any way you look at it, that was a foul that happened in the box and a penalty kick. And I digress, and I'll keep that one to myself. The Spartans look to go. That one looked like it hit a couple faces on the way through, and it's going to be Spartan ball. Another Spartan throw in. This has been a time of possession. Let's take a look at the time of possession in this contest. Now for the Spartans, in the first half, the middle third for the Spartans, 63% of the time they were in possession, 17% within the box. And for the Eagles, 38 and 20. So time of possession laying heavy with the Spartans. Villapando, Santiago, Jarmazzati, the officials tonight. First goal of the contest at 31-40, Enrique Gonzalez from Vieira and Jaziel Enriquez. Then Jaziel got a penalty kick to make it 2-0. Spartans continuing the pressure. They're going to move it in from the far corner to my right. (25-16) and counting, 2-0 Spartans. Eagles trying to cut into this Spartan lead, not having an easy do about it. There's Enriquez, who scored that last penalty kick, and there's Gonzalez, who had the legs kicked out from behind him. And how about another yellow card for your job? Well done. Second one tonight on the Eagles. Enriquez, right near the top of the key in basketball. That one loses it, and now the Eagles with a chance. They got even numbers. Now the Spartan D will come back. There's Afaro. Loses that one. Marmolejo will chip that one along the near wing. A dangerous pass right between a couple Spartans. 23:52 left. Here's Kevin Joyce. Joyce trying to squeak that one in. Not able to get by Peters. Marmolejo loses it, but he'll quickly reverse gears and come back with a nice tackle on Noah Hook. Hook didn't even see that one coming. Connor Bruce circling back. Gets it back to Maverick Van Lenen, 6'1" sophomore out of Green Bay. This will be a throw in for Aurora. And mass substitutions. Looks 1, 2, 3, 4 of them for the Eagles, 1 for the Spartans. Let's see who's going to come out on this one. That's Crawford. We'll have a breather. He might have seen his last action here tonight. The freshman out of Mattawan, Michigan, will have a seat. Up 2-0. Fight for it along the far wing, and the Spartans come up with it again. And the Eagles will just kick that out, but the Spartans will throw it in, and they'll keep the momentum going. Vieira gets knocked down. No call. No, make that Gonzalez, excuse me. Here's Peters. Peters will get it back. Drives that one all the way over to Villegas. Now the Spartans on the far wing. They'll stop. They'll bring it back. Enriquez. Well, that one, Enriquez went down hard again. A lot of contact out there. Clock still running at 21-26. The Eagles, little sense of urgency needs to kick in here, down 2-0. Now the Spartans will chip that one in. Peters playing way back. Well, nice play there by Marmolejo as Enriquez. As a penalty kick. Enriquez will get it back. Well, his reverse kicks are pretty impressive to watch. Now the Eagles will get it on a foul by the Spartans. I'd like to give a big shout out to Brian Kipley, my boss here at Aurora. My cameraman to my right, John Ray, baseball enthusiast. You have a chance to watch him in the spring like I did last year. Tell you, you gotta have good hand-eye coordination. Play the game of baseball the way these guys do here. And all the stats tonight provided by Jack Dorsey, who is the tight end for the Aurora football team, sitting to my left in the other booth, looking to extend their undefeated streak against CUC. Last time I checked, it looked like the spread was about 75 in that game. They put up 70 against Eureka. They put up a lot of points this season. And we have a Spartan player down, away from the ball. Let's see who that is. That's number 17, and that is Alex Sandoval. And hopefully he's going to be okay. We didn't even see what happened there because that was definitely away from the ball. 1936 and counting. Edgewood looking to cut into this Spartan lead and cut it in half with a goal. Well, that one kicked behind the cage, and Deppenbrock will kick this one out. Forecast says there's rain coming. We did have a little bit of rain during the pregame, but that has gone away. Good night for a match here at Spartan Athletic Park. Edgewood looking to kick it into another gear here, down at 2-0 with 18:37 left to go. They got to get something going, and going here pretty quick. That was Brandon Huff. Goes off his foot and out of play. Alex Sandoval will have a breather. Ben Amarnick, 6'1" freshman out of Plover, Wisconsin, into the contest. Amarnick's been picking up a lot of minutes lately. A 6'1" midfielder. Spartans keeping it alive along the far wing. Long draw over to the near side and settled down nicely by Castro. Here's Marmolejo. Oh, good idea. He was trying to chip it to find Gonzalez. Now Gonzalez with it. Marmolejo, Gonzalez. Gonzalez. Oh, really nice tackle that time. Trying to see the number over there in the shadows, but that was a really, really good tackle. Enriquez. That was Peters on the far side. Here's Gonzalez again. He draws a lot of attention every time he gets the ball. Gonzalez again, he's spun off the ball. Spartans trying to create just a little bit of distance. See if they can't maybe put up a 3-spot here. Tamalco sends this one over to the far wing right in front of the Edgewood bench. And the Spartans will kick that one off into the parking lot, and this one will be a corner. First one of the night for Edgewood, and it comes with about 15:30. Well, it's going to be no, they're going to give it a throw in just shy of the corner. Now the Eagles trying to cross that one in, and nobody home, and the Spartans will just chew up the clock. Up 2-0. No need to push it and make a mistake. Deppenbrock looking for his 31st career win. Marmolejo tried a little alley-oop pass to himself right over the top of the Eagle defender. Almost worked. Aiden Schwalbe, the sophomore from Kenosha, closest one to that one for Edgewood. Clock's still running. We're under 14 minutes and 35 seconds left. It's 2-0 Spartans. Now Peters with it. Brings it to the near side to Castro. Now Marnick on the near wing. See what Peters does here. He'll chip it over. Now the Spartans with a chance to make it 3-0. That hits a post. Oh, they're going to say he was offsides. Well, that was a close one. Melco. This one headed out nicely by Castro. Vegas. Gonzalez shoved off the ball a little bit, but either way it'll be a throw-in for AU. Vegas will throw this one in. Castro all the way over to the opposite side of the field. He finds the foot of Orozco. And the Spartans will play it back and force Edgewood to chase. Here's Villegas, senior, wearing the captain's armband. Spartans trying to move it in. Pushed off the ball and a fight for it along the end line. Let's see what's happening here. Are we going to see? Well, there's a yellow card. Something was said over near the cage. And the official, I don't know, last time I checked, I don't think you were allowed to put a hand on an official because I've seen that a couple times tonight. And here's the explanation. Maverick Van Lanen wants an explanation. He got it. Third yellow card for Edgewood tonight. Yeah, that is 34. 34 yellow cards now on the season. But two very physical teams, that's kind of what you expect. Two teams with the records that you do. Gonzalez goes around a couple defenders. How about a third one? Almost made it happen. Gonzalez gets that one back, chips it away, and now Edgewood looks to counter. And Gonzalez says, not so fast. And again, some more chatter. No love lost between these two teams. You can definitely see it out here. And Edgewood's going to have the ball with 11:20 left to go, down by 2. Well, this one's still loose in the box. Headed out by Peters. Smart play. Actually, it's actually kept in play by the Spartans. Thiesing. Looks like he's going to be fouled by Enriquez is what the call is going to be. You know, as the season goes on, these games are going to become much more intense. Magnitude and mistakes will be multiplied. So coming into tonight's contest, we'll get to it right after this free kick here by Edgewood. And a low line drive, trying to find the pinball effect, was Connor Bruce. Old Westbury led the country with yellow cards. New Jersey City right behind them. Sarah Lawrence, Amherst, Hanover, and Edgewood out of the neck. They started at 31. They're at 34 right now. So if the stats say consistent, they're now tied for second in the nation. But when you play physical type sports such as this, you expect to draw the attention. And Deppenbrock does plenty of that with a nice stop. Here's Gonzalez. And they're going to give the foul to number 24, Jack Duma. 9-10 and counting. Peters now with it. Moves it over to the far numbers. Now you're starting to see Edgewood pursue the ball a little bit more, trying to get a mistake by the Spartans so Edgewood can counter. Eagles looking to counter here something pretty soon. They're going to have to do something right here, and that's not doing it by kicking it out of play. Throw in this time for Gio Villegas. Here's Peters back to Villegas. Villegas sends it over to the far side of the field. That's Vieira. Vieira trying to chip it in. I believe he was trying to find Marmolejo. Even though he hasn't been part of the scoring tonight, he's been all over the place. Now the Eagles look to counter. That was Schwalbe. Now a quick up by Huff. Schwalbe out of Kenosha. And Enriquez almost had a breakout right there. Forces another throw in. Austin Hauser, the junior from Waukesha. 7:28 and counting. Marmolejo. Villegas now with it, draws it over to the far wing. As the Spartans start to stretch the field a little bit. Enriquez knocked down, another foul. Enriquez centers it back. Ball still loose, There's a shot. Nice save that time on the shot by Omarnik. Well, that goal was wide open if it wasn't for a defenseman coming back with Van Lanen out of position. That would have been 3-0. Plenty of fouls to go around today. 19 for Edgewood, 12 for the Spartans. 20 shots by the Spartans, 3 for Edgewood. 11 shots on goal for AU and 2 for the visitors from Madison. Omarnik again, he comes back, steals the ball. Now the Spartans are counting the Eagles. That will be centered. Gonzalez now with it. Gonzalez with a goal. Enriquez with an assist and a penalty shot goal. Roscoe with an assist. We're 5:15 and counting. Deppenbrock with 2 saves tonight for the Spartans. Looking for another shutout right here. And for Deppenbrock, that'd be career win number 31. Gonzalez, nice give and go. Omarnik puts on the brakes. Centers this one, nobody home. Closest Spartan was Viegas. Omarnik will just let that one go. Be throwing for Aurora as again they are chewing this clock away. And for the Eagles, the clock and the scoreboard going against them. And I give an A+ to the pizza delivery guy who just delivered the pizzas in one of those Dodge Challengers. Now that's awesome. Turquoise blue. You don't see that very often. Yeah, that is a cool looking pizza delivery car right there. Domino's has the little ones. Pizza Hut has the horsepower. 3:53 and counting. Clock stopped. And I'm not sure why. Well, there it is. Throw in for Aurora. And another whistle, and this one will go against Temelko, the 6'3" senior from Joliet. That guy has been all over this field here tonight. Omarnik able to settle that one down. Peters sends it to the far side. Roscoe. And the Spartans again continuing to chew the clock with 3 minutes and counting. One goal in the first and a penalty kick here in the second. And that's your score. And Lanin comes out and gets it. Sophomore, as I mentioned, out of Green Bay. That's going to be an offsides. Frustration setting in. And a long night for both of these teams and for the Spartans. 2 minutes and 10 seconds away from pushing their record to 8-3-2 overall and remaining undefeated in the NAC, moving to 6-0-1. 120 seconds left. Now the Eagles look to counter. Here's Duma. Duma with it. Quickly double teamed in the corner. Omarnik. And Viegas. Alfaro with 1:25 left. Alfaro kicked this in, going for the far post. That one's still loose. Eagles come out with it. This one just chipped up. And Deppenbrock.
1 minute remaining in the game.
1 minute left. For the Spartans, looking to come out of this healthy and ready to go against Lake Forest on the 9th. And the 11th at IIT, and the back here against the MSOE Raiders on the 14th, which should set up number 1 and number 2 in the conference. Be a heck of a matchup right here at Spartan Athletic Park. 20 seconds and counting. Deppenbrock, another shutout, his 31st win of his career. And for the Spartans, they'll move to 8-3-2 overall, 6-0-1 in conference.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Edgewood will drop to 7-5-1 overall, 3-3-0 in the conference. And for the Spartans, 20 shots, 11 shots on goal, 9 corners, 13 fouls. And for Edgewood, only 3 shots tonight, 2 shots on goal, 1 corner, 3 yellow cards, 20 fouls. And they will drop to 7-5-1 overall, 3-3-0 in the NAC. And the Spartans move to 8-3-2 overall, 6-0-1 in the NAC. The next action is the 9th at Lake Forest. For everybody here at Spartan Athletic Park, I'm Bill Downing. Good night, everybody. Go Spartans. Spartans win 2-0 tonight.